Hello everyone, welcome to Friday night's concert, The Greatest Showman. Lots of people have been sending me requests all this week, so I hope you're all going to enjoy this wonderful concert of The Greatest Showman, all the songs I'll be singing, so hopefully it'll be a wonderful evening for you all. I hope you're all sitting down with your beverage of choice, and I can't wait to start singing to you, but before I do, I have one surprise for you, so 1 second. This was the surprise, but actually the surprise was that I dropped everything down the toilet, so I'm so sorry. Welcome to our Friday night concert, a bit crazed and a bit late. Thank you so much to Andy and Clive at Breeze Events, because Clive just drove down and made this happen, and Andy, because Andy sorted it all out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for waiting. I'm so sorry, I'm such an idiot. Why did I put it down the toilet? I literally, 2 minutes before we went live, I was like, Slava, I need the toilet. I quickly went into the bathroom and it fell off, because usually it's on my back and today it was on my trousers, so I'll learn not to wear trousers next time. I'm so sorry guys, but it's all working now thanks to Breeze Events. So thank you so much guys in Felixstowe for coming down and helping us all out. Slava, are you happy with me again? Yeah. So sorry that I've missed everyone's comments and everything. I hope you got what I was saying, that we were coming to you a bit later than normal. I'm going to try and talk less so that I don't finish too late tonight for you guys. As you can see, I'm dressed as the Greatest Showman. I hope you like my attire. And I was so unhappy that I could think that maybe that I've completely ruined it. I mean, I might have completely ruined my in-ear monitors, but at least the headphone bits are okay. And again, thank you so much to Andy Cracknell and Clive for driving all this way. Thank you, Clive. Tilt the iPad, yes. Towards me. Is that better? Yeah? Okay, so hi Mike Garlic, nice to see you, and Philip and Fatima, John Harvey, thank you so much for waiting, and Kuha, Katerina, thank you so much for waiting, David Rigsby, thank you so much for waiting, John, I'll keep reading, Daphne Rose, thank you so much for watching, and Angela Barbrook, thank you, and Tessa and Austin, I know you're on Helmingham Hall, and I'm sorry I'm late, so thank you so much for watching, and I know the other people are watching, Megan and Ruby and Ava, so thank you so much for watching, Jane Vaughan as well, Amy Reeve, I hope you're not too bored, and thank you so much for waiting, I'm so sorry, I'm such a ditz, I really am, and Catherine Bensley, thank you so much for watching, and Kit Kenneth, and who else was here earlier? Is that it? Have I missed anyone? Katerina, I think that's it. I think. And Pavla, hello Pavla, thank you so much for watching. As you can see, I'm dressed as the Greatest Showman today, and I'm going to be singing you all the songs from the movie. As you know, I did write a few things about it, but I think bearing with time, I don't want to bore you. Oh, read it, he says. Okay. Bear with me. So it was based upon P.T. Barnum, which I don't know anyone knows. I guess everyone in America knows. It's an American showman he was in the 19th century, in the 1800s. And he employed sensational forms and presentation and publicly to popularise such amusements such as the Public Museum, musical concert and the Three-Ring Circus. And his partner was James Bailey, and he made the American circus a popular and gigantic spectacle, the so-called The Greatest Show on Earth. Now, The Greatest Showman is based loosely upon his life. It does cover a lot of things, but obviously it has the lovely romantic images and things that's not really real. So what I thought I'd do is go through the story, and in between I might tell you what is original and what isn't. So anyway, let's start with the song. So here Barnum is a young boy with his father who's a tailor, and they go and work for the Hallett family, and he falls in love with their daughter Charity, who gets sent off to finishing school, and they start messaging each other, or writing letters, should I say, messaging each other. They didn't have text back then. Eventually they get married and they move to New York, and Barnum's got this huge desire to be really famous. And this has been requested by Daphne Rose, Kirk and Hannah for their 3 daughters, Amy, Naomi and Sophia. And this is the beautiful song that comes at the beginning of the show, and it's called A Million Dreams. So I hope you enjoy this lovely piece, and I hope I'm not too quick. Yes, it's okay. So I hope you enjoy it. I close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but let me be something along. To the world you will see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. I hope you enjoyed that piece. One thing I will say is that because we've just got new things, we didn't do the setup of sound and stuff. So I just need to ask Slava if he could possibly turn up the backing track and probably my voice a little bit as well. Thank you so much. Just in my ears. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. And so, hello to Natasha. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube have gone. Oh, 1 second. Dear, all this technology and me being ditzy. I mean, this is just... Oh, dear. So, Mike says, sounding fantastic. Oh, thank you so much. And Catherine Bensley, thank you for watching. Turn down my volume. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm all over the place today now. Kuha says, I love that song. My elementary school students sang it last year. Oh, that's wonderful. And Philip says, you never bore us. Oh, thank you, Philip. Oh, dear. And Pavla says, what a voice. Thank you so much. And Teresa, thank you so much for your lovely comments. And Amy Reeve, thank you. That's wonderful. And Clive Garnham, hello. Sorry, I missed you. Nice to see you watching. Thank you so much. And Mike as well. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I'll carry on with the story. I also wanted to say a big hello to Terry Bryant and Mary Bingham, because I know they should be watching. They said they would be, so hello to you guys, and I'm sorry it's late. So yeah, the real story was that Barnum actually lost his father when he was only 15 years old, and he had to look after his mother and his, 5 sisters and brothers, all by himself. So he started working for a newspaper, and he got arrested 3 times for, is it libel? It's when you say something bad about someone that's not true. But yeah, 3 times. And he enjoyed it, apparently. He enjoyed the fact that he got known for it. And I think it gave him a bit of a craving to be famous. And in 1829, aged 19, Barnum saw and met Charity, and they married at age 21 and moved to New York City, where they both had 4 children. 4 girls, whereas the film, they only have 2 girls. And he already had found this old lady, apparently, this is a true story, a wizened black woman, apparently, whom he advertised as a 161-year-old nurse, and even introduced her to George Washington. And after she died, the human relic obviously was examined, and it was exposed as a hoax. So unfortunately, P.T. Barnum was found out to be a bit of a liar sometimes. But anyway, I shall move on from that. Oh, hi, Truding. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's Chrissy being Chrissy again. Yes, poor Slava. Anyway, so the next part of the film, Barnum loses his job, and he convinces a bank to give him a loan to buy this huge building that he's going to make into a museum. And it's filled with loads of wax models, and it's really quite boring. And it basically doesn't sell any tickets in the film. And then his children suggest that he should showcase something that is alive and nobody's ever seen before. And this is when he sings the next song, which I've dedicated to Tessa and Austin and David Rigsby. So this song comes a bit later in the film, and his children are in bed, and he's thinking of what on earth he could do of what the children said, that finding something alive and something people are interested in. So he goes out and he looks for basically people who are different, and he finds a bearded lady and different people. So this is called Come Alive. So bear with me as I sing a few different characters here. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your skies are a shade of grey, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinding. Take the world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind, you'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and ride your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. And it's open wide, you're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. See it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but you can't stay that way. No more living in those shadows. You and me, we both know that goes. 'Cause once you see it all, you'll never, never be the same. We'll be the light that's shining. Bottle up and keep on trying. You can prove there's more to you. You can never be afraid. Come alive, come alive. Go and ride your light. Let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. And it's open wide, you're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on, come on, come in, come on. To anyone who's bursting with a dream, come on, you hear the call. To anyone who's searching for a way to break free. And you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. You're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I hope you enjoyed that piece, and I shall read a few comments. Helen Mayhew says, "Hi Christina, I love the music and show. It was one of my favourites." And Steve says, "Sounds so great." And Silje says, "Awesome. Thank you so much." Thank you. And I'll read the YouTube comments. Let's see. Daphne Rose, lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Chris Essex, hello. Lovely to see you. You're watching. Tessa says you're so talented. Oh, thank you, Tess. Thank you so much. I'm trying really hard to make it all up to you guys. I'm so sorry for being so late. I feel absolutely dreadful. If you are enjoying this concert and would like to donate a virtual ticket to our ongoing and online concerts, again, without you are not possible, Slav will put a link to the GoFundMe page, and it's in the description as well, the link. So if you do feel like you'd like to donate something, anything would mean so much to us, especially after dropping my expensive equipment down the toilet. Oh, golly. Oh, dear. What are you going to do with me? I'm terrible. Pippa, oh hi Pippa and Luke, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you didn't know the saga already, Chrissy dropped her monitor down the toilet, so that will teach me a lesson not to go to the toilet with the monitor on. Anyway, I will carry on with the story. So Barnum, he finds in the film anyway, he finds a lady who's bearded. He finds an acrobat who and who else does he find? This little tiny guy who's like a little general man, but he's a real guy, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So in the real story, casting about for a legitimate undertaking of Barnum, he starts looking again for other people, which is what he does in the film, and he is driven on the outside of his career by desire of wealth and fame, and Barnum may have basically been motivated for this, but also for less selfish reasons, because he was against the slave trade and he did a lot for that. And he did say this is a quote from him. He said, "This is a trading world, and men and women who cannot live on gravity alone need something to satisfy their gayer, lighter moods and hours, and he who ministers to this want is in a business established by the author of our nature." So I think he was basically saying that God has created us to want to be entertained. And I think it's true, isn't it? I mean, it shows when we go to theatre, we just love to escape what we're going through, and we love listening to music and dancing. I know I do. It's such a big escape for everyone, I think. So yes, he found lots of crazy, different people, which he admired, actually, and he kind of gave them a chance to be themselves. And I think this is what the film is all about. It's all about being who you are. So in the film, he goes to searching ways for his reputation. He meets the playwright Philip Carlyle, who is played by the lovely Zac Efron, and he convinces him to join his venture. And this is for the next song, for Trudy and Trevor Cameron, and it is when they're in a bar and they're all singing together, and what's his name? Not Zac Efron, the other one. Hugh Jackman, thank you. Hugh Jackman tries to convince Zac Efron to invest in his new idea of this circus. So this is for Trudy and Trevor, and it's called The Other Side. Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't want to chase you down. I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery and walls you keep in. So trade that physical for something colourful, and if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see. Don't you wanna get away from the same old part you gotta play? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride. I'll take you to the other side, 'cause you can do like you do, or you can do like me. Stay in the cage where you finally take the key. Oh, damn, suddenly you're free to fly. I'll take you to the other side. Okay, my friend, you wanna cut me in? Well, I hate to tell you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go, 'cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and the whole show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells, and we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll leave that all up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this uptown part I gotta play? 'Cause I got what I need, now I don't wanna take the ride. I don't need to see the other side. So go and do like you do, and I'll do like me. Ain't in a cage, but I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, don't you wanna see I'm fine? I need to see the other side. Now is this really how you spend your days? Whiskey and misery and parties and plays. If I mixed up with you, I'd be the talk of the town, disgraced and disowned, another one of your clowns. But you'd finally live a little, laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up and cure your aching. Take your walls and start 'em breaking. Now that's a deal, seem worth taking. But I'll leave that up to you. Well, it's intriguing, but what you go would cost me greatly. So what percentage of the show would I be taking? Fair enough, you want a piece of all the action? I'll give you 7, we can shake and make it happen. I wasn't born this morning, 18 would do just fine. Why just go ahead and ask for nickels and all the dimes? 15, I'll do 8, 12, maybe 9, 10. Don't you wanna get away with a whole new part you're gonna play? 'Cause I got what you need, and come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like you do, or we can do like me, forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh damn, suddenly we're free to fly. I'll take you to the other side, to the other side. We're going to the other side, to the other side. We're going to the other side. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, I was singing Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman's part, which has kind of confused my brain at one point. Slava's doing that. I think it's usually because my brain is confused. Steve says, sounds great. Thank you so much, Steve. And Pavla says, Chrissy, don't apologise all the time. Thank you. Things happen and you're worth a wait. Thank you so much, Pavla. I'm so, no, shush. It's just such a thing I need to say. I don't know why okay, I won't say it. I won't say the word. Catherine says, you're an amazing actress too. Oh, thank you so much. And Mike, love this song, Chrissy. A great performance from you. Thank you. And Kuha says, there's no need to feel dreadful about being late for the concert, my friend. All is forgiven. Thank you so much, Kuha. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this all day. So when I did that, I was so disappointed, thinking that I've just dressed up, taking ages to practice and learn all the music. And anyway, I'll carry on. I don't know where to put this. It's all... Didn't think of that. I need like a little hook. Okay, so the next bit is Philip is mesmerised. So Philip is the playwright, Zac Efron. He's mesmerised by the African-American trapeze artist, Anne Wheeler, who's played by... funny name. I don't know. Anyway, someone tell me. But he hides his feelings, and during a trip, Philip arranges for Barnum and his troupe to go meet Queen Victoria. So the real story is that between 1842, Barnum took the American Museum on tour, and it's between 1842 and 1868 he took them on tour, and when he gave it up after fires twice had all but destroyed their building, and but his showmanship enticed back then. Think of this: 82 million visitors. That is mad. Even now, that's crazy. Anyway, among them were Henry and William, James, Charles Dickens, and Edward the Seventh, then the Prince of Wales. So I think that's just incredible. And yes, his first successful real exhibit was in the museum, was called the Fiji Mermaid, which seemed like it was just a human head topping the fin of a body of a fish, and of course later was found out to be fake, of course. But among the curiosities were Siamese twins, who were connected in real life, and it was, however, Charles Stratton, who you see in the film, who plays the little general. He was only 25 inches tall in real life, and he was discovered by Barnum when he was 4 years old, and he started drinking and smoking cigarettes at that age. And anyway, Barnum taught him to be this sort of actor and master of all accents, and he imitated loads of different people, and he sold, get this, 20 million tickets to the museum just to see little Charles Stratton, and he named him Tom Thumb. And then he went abroad and took him all over the world and gave a performance in front of Queen Victoria. So yes, this leads on to afterwards, that in the film again and in real life, Barnum, he'd almost been disgraced, like everyone was laughing at him. Even though he was making money and he was famous, he didn't have any credit to his name. So he decided, he'd heard of this Swedish singer called Jenny Lind. She is a real person, and she was called the Nightingale, like me. And she was Swedish. And I think I've said to you before, I got Swedish blood, so maybe I'm descended from... I'm the English Nightingale, Slava said. With a little bit of Swedish in me. Anyway, so he decides to ship her over from Sweden and make a huge thing about it, even though he'd never even heard her sing. And in the film, it says that as well. So they go on this very successful American tour, which I will tell you about in a minute. But first, this was being requested by Charlotte Fiona, Angela Barbrook, and by Mike Cramp. And this is the beautiful song that the wonderful Jenny Lind character sings, and it is Never Enough. Don't know why I need to look at that. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way, can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now, can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights, oh, the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little, these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. Oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights, oh, the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little, these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. I hope you enjoyed that piece. It's one of my favourites, and I sang it last week at Worsted Park. I was so honoured to sing outside in front of people. It was an amazing event. I know some people are watching today, like Tessa and Austin and Philip Norton and Fatima. John Harvey was there. Amy Reeve was there. So thank you so much for coming. Sorry? And Trudy and Trevor Cameron. Sorry, my head is gone crazy. And my mum and Sava and Megan and Ava and Ruby. So thank you so much. And Daphne Rose and her husband, it was their 35th wedding anniversary. So thank you so much for all coming out and braving the social distancing. I think it worked really well. And we're already in talks of hopefully doing something else. So fingers crossed that will happen. Oh, the lights are on again. So thank you so much for your lovely comments. It says, Trudy says, that was lovely. Dulcie and Rory are dancing away. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Ah, yes. Julie says, Zendaya. That's it. That's her name. Thank you so much, Julie. Suji says, your voice is so gorgeous. Thank you so much. And Julie says, goosebumps. Thank you. Never enough of Chrissy. Oh, bless you, John. Thank you so much. And Amy says, love this on Saturday. Brilliant piece. Always gives me goosebumps. Oh, thank you so much. It's a very beautiful piece. Pippa says, a true nightingale. Just beautiful, Chrissy. A big improvement on my attempts at singing along in the car. I'm sure it's lovely. And Irina. Hello, Irina. Thank you so much for watching. And Irina says in Russian, hello from St. Petersburg. Thank you, Slava, for your translation. And Trudy says, that was glorious. Thank you so much. That was a lovely piece. I really loved that one. Yes. YouTube. Sorry. Sorry. Slava keeps telling me to slow down. Sorry, I've got in all a tears since that all happened. Okay, sorry. No, won't. Yeah. Anyway, Katrina says, stunning, never enough is very you. Thank you. And Joel and Sam are watching. Thank you so much for watching. And Mike says, wow, Chris, you're such a great storyteller. Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your kind comments. I will carry on with the story. So, yes. So, we have gone to... Jenny is going around America, performing. And... During the song Never Enough, Philip and Anne, Philip being Zac Efron and Anne being Zendaya, is that how I say her name? Yeah, I don't know. They're spotted by Philip's parents holding hands, and obviously back then you weren't allowed to do that, or it was frowned upon to do that. Sorry. So now we're going back to the truth. Eager to change his image, yes, Barnum risks his entire fortune in real life, importing the Swedish soprano who he's never heard, and was known as the Nightingale, and through lots of publicity, which is what I need, he'd never attempted this, but he literally put all his money into publicity. And opening night in New York City, they had an audience of 5,000 people just because he said no one could sing like her, and she's a nightingale, no one's ever seen anything or heard anything like her, and everyone was intrigued. And then they had 9 months of touring across the United States and earned immense amount of money. I think, did I say earlier it was 20 million? Nowadays, in 9 months, she earned $20 million. I mean, that's insane. It's like Ed Sheeran. So yeah, at the peak of his career, Barnum's own appearance was nearly as familiar as the public to the exhibits that he promoted. So yes, that was the real bit. And they were never in love, can I just say? I think I say it later maybe, but anyway, I'll tell you now. In the real life, they never had an affair. Obviously, in the film, they make out that Jenny was in love with what's his name, P.T. Barnum. So it makes out that she was in love with him and she stopped the tour because he refused her advances. But actually, the real truth is that she was just tired, and she also fell in love with her pianist and married him. And they spent the rest of their life together. So it was a lovely story, her end. So going back to the movie, Barnum gains favour with the aristocratic patrons from showing off Jenny Lind, and he starts to distance himself from all his his circus troops, and he advises them to work without them. And of course they don't like this. They think that he is abandoning them and is embarrassed of them. And of course they decide to stand up and... because there's also lots of local harassers, as you see in the movie. They try and burn down the museum and the theatre and things. So this is for happy birthday to Philip Norton, which he's got a birthday next week. So wishing you a wonderful happy birthday to you. I'm sure Fatima will spoil you lots. And also this was requested by Louise Norfolk as well. So this is a beautiful piece. Again, has become so famous in the last couple of years since it came out, and it's when really they're all the troops are saying, I was born this way, accept me for who I am, this is me. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me, oh. Today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, yes, that's what we've become. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me, oh. This is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me, oh. At the beginning, the backing track was a bit quiet at the beginning, so I went off beat a bit. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for commenting more. Mike says, hi, John. Oh, he's talking to John. Amy Reeves says, I love this song, a powerful message. Always use it for anti-bullying week at school. I know, it's such an amazing song. Just to tell yourself that it's okay to be you. We've all got scars. We've all got things we deal with mentally, physically, and I think it's all about just accepting and loving who we are. And I know it's easier said than done. It's a lot easier, I feel, to love other people than love yourself. It's very difficult, but it's something you work on, and with wonderful people around you, it makes it easier, doesn't it? John Harvey says he's replying to Mike. Colin Roy, hi Colin. Love this song, Christina, and the costume is brilliant. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You have to come and do a duet with me. And John Harvey says congratulations. And Andy Cracknell, thank you so much. Wow, Well, thank you to you, Andy. This is all because of you and Clive. So thank you so much for making this happen, because tonight I literally thought was going to be a disaster. So thank you so much. I owe you big time. So yes, thank you. And I'll just look on YouTube because it stopped working. And very pleased with variety of repertoire. Thank you so much, Irina. And Kuhar says that was lovely. Daphne, very special. Thank you. And love the song. Don't apologise. This is Chrissy. Yeah, no. I know. This is Chrissy. Yes, I know. I need to learn. I'm learning. It's, yeah, work in progress. That's what I say. Anyway, so the next bit of truth I'm going to tell you about Mr. Barnum is that he also was very involved in politics and writing, and he served 2 terms as a state legislator, and then he was elected the mayor of Bridgeport, and he fought against prostitution and discrimination against the blacks, which I think is amazing. So he obviously was a wonderful man as well. He just loved to create a show. And I think obviously back then people wanted it to be real, but it's like magic, isn't it? Magic isn't, obviously you want to believe it's real, but sleight of hand and things, it looks so incredible, but that's what we want to see. We want to see this amazing, spectacular show, and that's what he did. But back then I think he was ahead of his time. So he also wrote an autobiography called The Life of P.T. Barnum, and he revealed some of the deceits he had employed, and he was harshly taken by the majority of critics, which stung him, and so he modified his book many times to please people, which completely goes against the song This Is Me, doesn't it? So, but apparently it sold more than 1 million copies by 1884, and he was eager for even more publicity and profit, so he placed his autobiography in the public domain for anyone to reprint it and resell it without copyright infringement, which is crazy, but that's what he did because he wanted to be famous, and I think fame was never enough. He was always looking for more. So going back to the wonderful story, we are near to the end. Philip and Anne attend the theatre, the opera, but they run into Philip's parents, of course, who tell Philip off for parading around with the help, which, of course, she runs away, Anne runs away crying, and Philip tries to convince her that his parents don't understand. They're just not from the generation they are. And she says they can never be together because they will never fit in. And this has been requested first by Katerina, and this is the beautiful song that takes place in the centre of the circus, where Anne is on the tightrope and Zac Efron's at the bottom, and they sing to each other, and it's the most beautiful part for me of the whole film, and it's called Rewrite the Stars. So I hope you enjoy this piece. I play both characters, by the way. You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. You know I want me. So don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, but fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars, say that you're made to be mine? Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight. You think it's easy? You think I don't want to run to you, but there are mountains and there are doors that we can't walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. not a secret I try to hide, but I can have you. We're bound to break and our hands are tied. I hope you enjoyed that piece. It's a bit difficult singing both of them at the same time. I need somebody else to sing with me. One day soon, hopefully. Steve says, love this show and absolutely do it wonderfully. Thank you so much. God bless Chrissy. Thanks for sharing your talents in such a classy way. Oh, bless you. Thank you. And Pippa says, Isaac 5 says you're an amazing singer. Oh, thank you, Isaac. You're so sweet. Thank you. And Georgina says, finally got the kids in bed and have joined you. Looking incredible, Chris. Thank you, Georgina. And Trudy says, Dulcie's favourite. Thank you, Christy. Oh, thank you, Dulcie. And Ray. Hi, Ray. Nice to have you with us. What is it like to put so much effort and gusto into one song, then at the end and get met with silence? It's a bit weird, but it helps having your comments because at least I know that what you're feeling. It makes it a bit easier. But yeah, it is weird after complete silence. And it's nice. Like Worsted, it was so lovely just to interact with the audience. I felt more nervous though, just seeing faces, and I kept thinking everyone was not enjoying it. So Slava told me off afterwards. But it's what you do when you're a singer. It's best not to see people really, otherwise you start thinking too much. And he says, instead of the applause you must be used to and deserve. Oh, thank you, Ray. Bless you. In Trimley. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Ray. Lauren says, loving this, Chrissy. Got you on the TV. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren. That's wonderful. And Dana says, Imi is watching you with love eyes. Oh, love you, Imi. Miss you. And Kirk says, amazing. Thank you so much. And Silji says, stunning. Mike says, hi, Chrissy, just checking your great story on Facebook now. Have to say, it's just as good as ever. Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dana, for watching too. I'll just look at the YouTube. And you didn't look nervous, John says. I was very nervous. Very nervous, wasn't I, Slava? Yes. Yeah, I always get nervous. It's just because I'm a perfectionist, so I want to do the best I can, and I want to make people happy, and yeah, it's comes with that job of doing that. Loved it. Thank you, Chrissy. Oh, thank you, Katerina. Bless you. And like the song says, don't. Oh yes, I've seen that already. Stop talking. Okay, so I'll carry on with what's happened. So far in the film, we've got to. What's his name? What's his name again? Philip and Anne, yes. They're going around saying that they want to love each other, but they can't love each other. And then Barnum takes Jenny Lind on a US tour, and Charity, his wife in the film, is feeling very isolated from her husband, and she has to stay home with their 2 daughters in the film, but real life is 4. So this is a beautiful song. Another one of my favourites. So I'll just tell you that while on tour in the film, Lynn begins to fall in love with Barnum, and he refuses her advances, and she threatens to quit, and she gets him back by surprise kissing him when they're photographed. And if all of you have seen that, it's quite a shocking bit of the film. But while this is happening, there is a beautiful song sung by Charity, who's played by Michelle Williams, and this is for Megan, Ava and Ruby. And this is beautiful song, when Charity is just singing about their life together, and it's called Tightrope. So I hope you enjoy this piece. Some people long for a life that is simple and planned, tied with a ribbon. Some people won't sail the sea 'cause they're safer on land. To follow what's written, but I'd follow you to the great unknown, off to a world we call our own. And in my hand, and we promise to never let go. We're walking a tightrope, high tightrope. Never sure, never know how far we could fall, but it's all an adventure and comes with a breathtaking view. Walking the tightrope with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Mountains and valleys and all that will come in between. Desert and ocean, you pulled me in, and together we're lost in a dream. Always in motion, so I risk it all just to be with you. And I'd risk it all for this life we choose. And in my hand, and you promise to never let go. We're walking the tightrope. High in the sky, we can see the whole world down below. We're walking the tightrope. Never sure if you'll catch me if I should fall. Well, it's all an adventure and comes with a breathtaking view. Walking the tightrope with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. With you. I hope you enjoyed my version of that piece. It's such a beautiful piece. I love that one. I mean, they're all beautiful, aren't they? So yes, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much for your lovely comment. And John says, I don't know this song. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love this piece. And Dana says, Timmy says, saying hi, hi, hi. And Imi wants to tell you he loves you. I love you too, Imi and Timmy and Evelyn. So, and all you guys, thank you so much. All kids want to tell you that they love you and they love your singing. Oh, thank you so much, Dana. Bless you. Thank you. And Slava says YouTube as well. So 1 second. Philip says absolutely stunning, Chrissy. Thank you so much. And Daphne, you did the best. Thank you. And Kuha, wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, Cat Evans, sorry. Playing along on the piano. Oh, that's wonderful. So much fun, and you sound amazing. Oh, bless you, thank you. And Colin says, big round of virtual applause, Christina. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Colin. They're now back. Thank you, Slava. So, yes, we've got to the point in the film where the scandal has come out that Jenny Lind has kissed Barnum. But in real life, this never happened. And this is where I've got my little fact about what happened. So rather than becoming romantically entangled with Barnum, Jenny Lind largely stayed away from her well-known suitors, which included Frédéric Chopin and Hans Christian Andersen. So there we go. But she married her accompanist, Otto, and that was in 1852, and they remained together until Jenny passed away in 1887. And based on what Lind wrote about her husband, it sounds like they made a very good pair, because she said, "We are put together of precisely the same stuff." And I think that's just beautiful. That's what I say about you, isn't it, dear? Don't do that. Do that face. So while Barnum's main goals seem to resolve around getting fame and riches, Jenny dedicated all her money to charity and opened a singing school in Sweden, which I think is fantastic. So yes, that is true that in the film she did that as well. She gave it all to charity, and that is what she did in real life. Going back to the actual film, so he returns home to his wife after that scandal, and his whole circus has been caught on fire, caused by the fight between the protesters and the troupe. And Philip runs into the burning building, believing that Anne is still inside, and he suffers serious injuries before being rescued by P.T. Barnum. And Barnum gets a word from a sympathetic Bennett, who is the newspaper man, saying... Barnum's mansion has foreclosed upon and Charity is taking their daughters to their parents' home. Devastated, Barnum retreats to a local bar where his troupe find him and explain that despite their disappointments, they still consider themselves a family that need him. And this is when we go on to the next song. And inspired by his lovely troupe, he resolves to start a new show and not to let anything get in their way. And this is requested by Mike Garlick, who's watching, and also Steve Resbick, who's also watching. And this is when they're in the bar and all the group are around him and they're sort of lifting everyone's spirits. And this is From Now On. I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that winter wind grow cold. The man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from the rubble what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, is more I gain, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let the promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now Drank champagne with kings and queens, the politicians praised my name. But those were someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years I chased their cheers, the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see till tomorrow starts hope you enjoyed my version of that one. I do love that piece. I think it's just, I love all the harmonies and the beat. It's really good. So Pippa says, I've got goosebumps. Oh, thank you so much. And Mike says, thank you so much for your performances. Could listen to you all night. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you. I have, oh, it's all gone funny. Some more here. Katrina says, love the version from now on. Thank you so much. And Kuha says, Chrissy, sorry to bother you, but I'll have to go and host a music conference. Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for tuning in anyway. And Ken says, sweet. Stuart says, stunning. You've got such a pure tone, Chrissy. Oh, thank you, Stuart. That's so kind. Stuart and Kat have wrote an amazing musical called, oh crap, what's it called? Oh, what's it called? No, what's it called, Stuart? Help me. Okay. And Mumsy says, you have sung that beautifully. But yes, Stuart and Kat's musical is fabulous. I've listened to only a little bit of it, not all of it, but I can't wait for them to come back to the theatre, hopefully next year. And it will be on, I hope, very much. Love it when you dance to the music, just add something. Oh, thank you, Daphne, so much. Thank you. Chronic, that's it. I knew it was something. Stuart and Kat have done an amazing musical called Chronic, so do look it up if on the internet. I'm sure you'll find it. And it's fantastic. Stuart's a fantastic composer, absolutely amazing musician as well, and so is Kat, a beautiful singer as well, so do look it up. I've got one last song to sing to you all, and then I'll let you get on. Facebook, sorry. David says, beautiful. Kirk says, fantastic. Thank you so much. Luke says, just amazing. Oh, thank you so much. And Teresa, stunning. Thank you. And Lauren says, uplifting, hopeful, beautiful, should be sung with you leading various choirs. Oh, I'd love that one day when all this crazy coronavirus has gone away. So Philip wakes up in hospital and Anne is by his side. Barnum finds Charity and they of course fall in love again and everything's absolutely wonderful. In Barnum's real life, his life was quite unhappy. One of his daughters died in childhood. Another was dropped from his will because she committed adultery and he didn't like it. Disappointment because he had no male heir, and Barnum left a sizable amount of money to a grandson on the condition that he only used his name, Barnum name. And then after 44 years of marriage, poor Charity in real life died in 1873. And the following year, Barnum found he was 64 and he married a 24-year-old who was a daughter of one of his friends as his second wife, and he stayed with her until he passed away. So in the last bit of the film, Barnum is faced with financial difficulty of rebuilding the circus, but Philip, the writer, steps in, that's Zac Efron, offering to do 50-50, and they rebuild it together. And to save money, Barnum transforms the enterprise into an open-air circus tent. And this is a huge success, and Barnum gives full control of the show to Philip so he can go and spend time with his family. And this last piece is for Jonathan and Emma at Worsted Park and all the amazing staff there for creating such a great show last week. So I want to say thank you to all of them. And I know they're watching tonight. So thank you so much, Jonathan and Emma, for everything you did. And I can't wait to work with you again. I know everyone else really enjoyed the day last week. So yes, thank you for creating such an amazing show. So this is, which is meant to be at the beginning of the film, but it's also at the end. It's called The Greatest Show. And bear with me because I'm singing like a million parts, so. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only the moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, you can see it getting closer. Just surrender, cause you're feeling the taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a preacher in the pulpit and you'll find devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall, it's holding you. So tell me what you're gonna do. Where it's covered in the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come through, taking over you. This is the greatest show. Colossal we come, these renegades in the ring, where the lost get found in the crown of the circus king. Don't fight and it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. It's blinding outside and I think that you know. Just surrender cause you're calling and you wanna go. Where it's covered in the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible come through, intoxicating you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come through, taking over you. This is the greatest show. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's right here in front of you. And this is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's right here in front of you. And this is where you wanna be. Where it's covered in the colored lights, when the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down.
We light it up, we won't come down.
And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come through, it's taking over you. And this is the greatest show. Where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the walls can't stop us now. Watching it come through, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. And the walls can't stop us now. This is the greatest show. Ooh. This is the greatest show. Ooh. This is the greatest show. Ooh. This is the greatest show. I hope you enjoyed that last piece. It was quite exhausting singing all those different parts, and I hope it sounded okay. Oh yes, if you'd like an encore, I forgot to say before I sang, if you'd like me to do an encore quickly vote now, and I will do one. If you don't want me to do one, I won't do one. But if you do, please vote now, and I will choose which one. Okay? This is the greatest show. Oh, bless you, Amy. Thank you. I want an album like this. Thank you, Dana. Pippa says, wonder performance. Chrissy, thank you. Thoroughly enjoyed tonight's show. And Tuomo, thank you, Tuomo, for watching as well. Thank you so much. And CG says, thank you so much for the beautiful concert. Thank you so much for watching. A Moulin Rouge special would be amazing. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Moulin Rouge. Think of the costumes. Oh, that's exciting. Yes, Moulin Rouge, that's such a good idea. Well done, Gina. That's a brilliant idea. If everyone else would like Moulin Rouge or Phantom of the Opera for next week, let me know. From Now On or Never Enough. Gina says any of them. Gabcha says yes, please. This Is Me would be my vote. Slava, you're going to have to do the counting because my head's all over the place. Stuart says Encore. Teresa says, wow, thank you so much. Never Enough again. Never Enough, Philip says. Luke says Never Enough. Trudy says Never Enough. Lauren says Tightrope. Slava's saying he thinks it's Never Enough. Agree, Moulin Rouge would be great for Mumsy. Oh, I think Moulin Rouge might be the thing for next week, maybe. Who knows? Cast your vote. Yes, cast your vote. And write to me on Facebook or YouTube later in the week or weekend, whenever you can. Any more votes? Any more votes? Any more? No, there's... Oh, yes. Sorry. One last bit of the story. Hang on. All over the place. Okay, so the last bit of the story, we know what the last bit of the film is, but the real story, it says, although his name has been popularly linked with the circus, Barnum did not, in fact, become a circus showman until he was past the age of 60. So there is joy for us all in the future. I might be one. Oh, that would be fun. I'd love to come out on the... Yeah. That would be fun. Anyway, Barnum did not invent the modern circus, but in partnership with Bailey, who I mentioned at the beginning, he did give the American spectacle its gigantic size and its most memorable attractions and widest popularity, and it was nicknamed the Greatest Show on Earth. So that was pretty amazing. And Barnum capped his circus career by purchasing a 6.5-ton elephant called Jumbo. Not Dumbo, Jumbo, who quickly earned back his purchase price during his first season under the big top. And in his 81st year, Barnum fell gravely ill, and as his request, this is how much he loved fame, he wrote to the New York newspaper and published his obituary in advance so that everyone might enjoy it. So that's a fun fact. And that's the end. Huh? So he could enjoy it, and everyone else. Yeah, but himself, yeah, so he could read his own obituary. Any more votes? I think Never Enough is coming out. I think it's Never Enough. Okay, let's do Never Enough. And then I'll leave you all to have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you'd like to donate to our GoFundMe page, the link will be coming up in a minute, and it's in the description. So let me do the encore. Never Enough. I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights, oh, the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, never, 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 once again, thank you so much for watching today, and thank you for your lovely comments, and thank you for being patient with me today. And thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Georgina. Thank you, Mike, as well, for your lovely comments. And Tuomo and Andy Cracknell, thank you so much. And David Rigsby, yes, and thank you again, once again, to Andy Cracknell from Breeze Events, and to Clive for driving all this way to set me up properly with ears and music and hearing myself. So thank you so much for making it possible. And thank you so much for all your lovely comments, and I can't wait to come back to you next week, next Friday. If you do want Moulin Rouge, then please do say. I mean, lots of people have said it already, so I think I'll start doing some research on Moulin Rouge this weekend, and hopefully get a nice programme and costume for next week. Let me know what costume you want as well. Do you want one from the Can Girls, or would you prefer he's laughing at me, or the nice red dress that Nicole Kidman wore? I love that one. But yes, let me know, and thank you so much. Thank you for your lovely comments. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Stuart Folston and Kat. Thank you to Ben Mooney. Thank you so much for watching, and Pippa and Luke. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing evening, and thank you for bearing with me. I'm so glad we could bring it to you. So again, once again, thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. And I can't wait to sing to you next week. And I promise I won't drop anything down the toilet. Lots of love to you guys. And yes, if you want to donate again, please go onto our GoFundMe page, Christina Johnston Live, and you can donate a virtual ticket there. Anything would help to put these concerts on. So thank you so much. Bless you all, and God bless, and have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week. Okay, lots of love. Bye.